Well, the weather is a-changing slowly, but winter's coming, meaning we will need a good quality pair of winter boots. Hence why we're at Factory Shoe in Hamilton, one of 4 locations in Southern Ontario. Well, that's one of the reasons. The other reason that we're back here, and we're here every year, is to promote the boot drive, because there's so many people in this city and around the region that can't afford a good pair of winter boots, that need a pair of winter boots, because a lot of them might be on the street for the winter. Happy to be joined by Erin from Factory Shoe. Nice to meet you, Erin.
Nice to see you.
How many years are we into the boot drive now?
About 17 years.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know how many boots each and every year are kind of given out?
Yeah, we usually get about a dozen boxes every week, and that's throughout the winter for sure, and they've already started coming in, so.
And this is something, so the shoe drive is something you do throughout the year?
Yep, throughout the year we collect shoes, sandals, even if people have coats, hats, sweaters, socks are really big as well.
So it's already good to see actually a number of boots that have been collected.
Yeah, they're already starting to come in.
Yeah, and I think the key is gently used.
Gently used, yeah. So they're still, wearable. Maybe they don't fit you anymore, or your kids have outgrown them before they're, they've served their purpose. So it's good to pass them along to people who
Or
can
another
still use
idea
them.
is you could go and buy a pair of.
Absolutely, yeah. We do have
clearance bins.
some clearance shoes that are available if people, still want to donate, but their shoes, they're going to keep them.
Yeah.
So it's a good option for people.
Okay. People coming back into the store?
Absolutely, it's
Yeah?
great to see some nice faces again. And
With the masks on,
masks
so you
on,
see
yeah,
you see half their face, because for
Yeah.
the past year you've been doing curbside stuff.
yeah,
and
curbside, and we just still do shipping through our website. So
but it's kind of difficult with shoes, because shoes, you almost need to try them on.
shoes are very difficult to buy online, but we still do have, we can still do returns. We can exchange things for people. So it's still
If
an
people
option.
aren't comfortable to come in.
Yeah,
and-
if you're not comfortable to come in the store, that's still an option. It's factoryshoe.ca. All
Okay.
of everything we sell is on our website.
Right. For the boot drive though, this is normally located in the front entranceway.
Yeah, it's usually just right as in the exit there, just as you go out, so you can walk in and drop them off.
Okay.
We do also offer, if you're not comfortable coming into the store, you can actually do a curbside drop off. You can just give us a call. The number's on the door, and we can go out and pick them out for you.
Perfect. The Salvation Army has been a wonderful partner for you guys, and is so essential to the boot drive and helping out so many individuals in the city. We have Dan Miller from Salvation Army here with us. We'll get to him, because the Christmas kettles, that's another thing that's coming back. Excited about that. We'll talk to Dan, and we'll get back to Erin and even look at some of the trends when it comes to winter boots for big people and little people on Morning Live.
These boots are made for walking.
Welcome back to Factory Shoe here in Hamilton. And listen, it's been a tough couple of years for all of us. But if you think it's been tough for you, you have to think about somebody else is even in a worse position. So it's great to be at Factory Shoe talking about their annual boot drive. And it's great to see this familiar face back for another season. Dan Miller from the Salvation Army. How you doing, Dan?
Great, how are you?
I'm awesome. Okay, so the Christmas kettles, let's get to that first. When are they coming back?
They come out on November the 18th is our kickoff, and it's at our Hope in the City, and it's our virtual Hope in the City this year. So that's when kettles will start.
Okay, now last year you weren't able to have manned kettles. Is that going to change this year?
Yes, our goal is to have every kettle manned again this year, but still using our tip tap, which we brought out last year, where you can walk up to the kettle and just tap your credit card or debit card and donate. $5 last year, but now this year you can do $5, $10, or $20.
Amazing. What's your connection to the boot drive with Factory Shoe?
Well, we've had a great connection over several years. Factory Shoe has always collected those light, gently used boots, and we take them out and we give them out on the street ministry through our emergency response vehicle, or our community and family services can hand them out as well.
And we have Shirley from the Community and Family Services. Good to meet you, Shirley.
Good morning.
How do you distribute the boots and the gently used coats that are collected here at Factory Shoe?
Most of them are distributed through families who are coming into our food bank and are looking for boots or for their kids mostly.
It's mostly kids. So
And-
a lot of the
and,
time we
yeah.
get these adult boots, but there's not as
Yeah.
many kid boots.
And the adult boots are usually, a lot of them are distributed through the Booth Center, which is the homeless shelter behind us. So we do see a lot of that clientele coming to our door looking for boots and socks and that sort of stuff.
As we're getting closer and
As we're
closer
getting
to closer to winter. Okay.
Toques and hats and
Toques and hats. Okay, so where are we at? So how is the situation in Hamilton right now?
I would say it's a struggle. Of course, last year we weren't able to do the fundraising that we typically do.
Okay.
So this year we are struggling because we're short of toys. And food-wise, we're okay because we've had a lot of corporate donations. But our toy drive is going to struggle this year, and our numbers seem to be, at this point, up significantly from 2020.
Okay. So everything that Shirley said there, from toys to food, but we're focusing here on the boot drive, and it's these gently used winter boots and gently used winter jackets. And we'll come back and talk to Erin once again from Factory Shoe and highlight some of these boots. Look at some of these boots. These are have already been donated, and look, that's a great boot, right? That is really going to help somebody out this coming winter. Good morning from Factory Shoe in Hamilton. Look at this good pair of boots. That looks like pretty much a brand new pair. And this is being donated to their annual boot drive, now in their 17th year at Factory Shoe. All 4 of their locations spread throughout Southern Ontario, including here on Upper James in Hamilton. Great to be back with Erin from Factory Shoe. Huh?
I know, they were just dropped off this morning. So,
really?
Yeah. Yeah, they saw the ad on CH and thought, time to bring them in.
Okay, that's fantastic. We have a few other ones here, because sometimes when people are donating things, I don't know, they could either go in the trash or they could be donated. And if you're having that debate, you don't want those boots.
Yeah. If there's a hole in the sole, it's probably good to just maybe throw those ones out. So anything if the sole's in really good shape, we've even had people that have bought, clearance things to donate. So
that's a clearance. Somebody came in and bought something on the clearance rack.
Yeah, we had our outdoor sale in the summer, and someone thought to donate those, which is a great way.
That's fantastic.
To do.
Like, just imagine somebody getting this pair of boots and living in the winter in this.
Yeah,
right?
They're going to be super warm.
And what it's going to be. Okay, so some more like kind of gently used ones here. Like still in pretty good quality.
Yeah,
right?
Still pretty, still wearable. They've, just a little bit of wear and tear.
They're worked in.
Yeah.
Right, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
right.
They're still pretty wearable.
But you're not turning anything down, are you? Are you guys going through the boots, or how
like
you guys
we're
about
going
that?
through them. If some of them are like broken or they're falling apart, then we're not gonna.
Okay. Well, we can just don't bring those ones
Yeah.
in, right?
Yeah.
They're like another pair that has seen some life, but still a good sole on them.
Yeah, still pretty wearable. They're probably still pretty warm.
Right. And the connection that you guys have to the Salvation Army in distributing, because you don't distribute them.
We don't, yeah. So we collect them here, actually all of our locations. So London, Mississauga, and Hamilton, or Kitchener as well, they also collect them. And then they come and pick them up and then distribute them out through their trucks.
What we don't see here is any kids' boots.
Kids' boots, yeah. I know a lot of people tend to wait till last minute, but it's probably a good idea to go through their, make sure check their kids' boots to see if they fit. And it's probably a good idea to shop early. It's a good way to get them, get rid of your old stuff.
Well, we were talking to Shirley in the last segment and saying it is entire families that the need is there. It just isn't adults. So if you're watching now, if you do have a pair of gently used winter boots, bring them into Factory Shoe. It's on Upper James and Hamilton. If you're watching outside of Hamilton, if you're in Kitchener, Mississauga, London is the original location, right? If you're in London, every location is doing the boot drive now, and it's a 17th year, and it's for such a great cause. And have to thank the Salvation Army for distributing the boots once they're brought in, and it's continuing. There's no real deadline on it. It's continuing right through the winter months. Speaking of winter, if you need a pair of winter boots, you have a few options. We'll take a break, come back with Erin, show off some of the hot trends when we come back on Morning Round. Oh, how I miss putting a good pair of winter boots on. But it's coming, right? So you need a good pair because our good old Canadian winters are tough. So you need a good pair of boots. Going to be back at Factory Shoe with Erin, and we're talking boot drive, but we're also talking about getting a pair of winter boots for yourself, for the kids. And you got a big selection of stuff for the kids, because now is kind of the time to be getting on it.
Now is a good time, yeah.
What's you guys experiencing supply chain stuff?
We are. A lot of stuff, has been delayed or has been canceled, so it might be a good idea to get in early, because once it's gone, it might not come back.
Okay. Options for kids. What's some good ones?
A little bit of everything. If you've got toddlers, little feet, we've got some Kamiks here. Easy Velcro, very easy to get them on and off. Same with the Sorels there.
Right. Difference in price. This with the Sorels is more expensive?
A little bit more. Yeah,
okay.
A little bit of a denser rubber, but it all comes down to preference and budget.
My kids have these Bogs.
Bogs are fantastic. They're like a 3-season boot. They are insulated. It's got a neoprene, so it really traps the heat.
they did wear them all winter, and they didn't have any
Yeah, they're
issues with them.
fantastic.
So they're really good and easy to slip on and
Easy
to
and on and
slip-
off.
slip
Yep,
on and off.
absolutely.
And maybe a little bit more expensive, but if you're using them for all seasons, you're willing to pay a little bit
Yeah,
more
a
money.
little bit more too. Yeah, and
Okay.
if you've got multiple kids, the older kid can pass them down to the
Haha, yes, we do that. Okay, so what about like a bigger?
Baffins. If your kid's going to be out there playing a lot, the Baffins are going to be the warmest boot you can get. They've got a really nice plush liner that are machine washable, so they're really great. They're going to wear really well, and the rubber is not going to crack because it's built for winter.
Again, a little bit more, so it's almost like you want to make sure that your kid's wearing them more than a year.
Yes,
Because you're
and-
paying a little bit more for them.
Yeah, and we usually recommend too that you go up a size from what they wear in a regular shoe. So if they're wearing like a 6, maybe try a 7, to make space for all that extra inside.
What are some options for ladies?
Ladies, we've got a lot of the same brands that there are
Okay.
in kids. Kamek is a beautiful brand that we've been selling more and more of.
Kamek. Okay.
Yeah, so they're a Canadian-made boot, which is great.
Right.
Merrells are really good. A lot of them now actually have ice grips on the bottom. So if you're worried about ice, we'd always get some ice storms. So those are always really great.
Yes, we do.
Keep your feet warm.
That looks nice
Bogs,
and
so
warm.
those
Is that a bog?
That's a bog, yeah. So it's
Oh,
another
is it?
style. They also come in like girls as well. So that's a nice option.
Right. This isn't quite a winter boot, but I know you guys are excited about
So
this
it's a
one.
good fall. Yeah, those are Redbacks. They're an Australian-made company. #1 selling boot in Australia. They're fantastic.
More than Blundstones.
Yeah, more than
Really, eh?
Blundstones. Yeah, half of the staff wear them.
Really,
so.
it's similar. It looks similar to
Yeah.
a Blundstone.
Absolutely, yeah.
Actually, what did I toss on here?
So those are Baffins there.
These are.
Yeah, so those are a good if you're going to be out enjoying the snow. We're out for a hike or
Yeah. Dog
so-
walking.
Dog walking.
All you dog walkers, you need a good pair of boots
Yeah,
like this, right?
snowmobiling, anything where you're going to be out for
And
a
there's
good.
there's a liner in here that comes out.
Yeah, there's that liner that comes out. It's machine washable.
Okay.
And they usually recommend too that you avoid like a cotton sock, usually like a wool or synthetic, because that'll really help keep the moisture away from your foot.
Okay. Amazing. So all some good options. If you didn't want to come into the store, like you can go online
Yeah.
and be ordering them
So if
online.
you visit us at factoryshoe.ca, all of our product is available on there. If it's a curbside order, we can have it ready pretty quickly, or you can have the option of having it shipped across Canada.
And let's recap. The main reason we were here is for the boot drive.
Boot
Boot
drive.
drive is on right now. If you
Yep.
have a gently pair of used boots
Yep.
that you're no longer using, or just wanted to donate
Yeah,
to a great
absolutely.
cause here in Hamilton or your other 3 locations.
Yeah, we'll take them. We're happy to, and we'll go through them, make sure they're good to go, and Dan will come pick them up and get them out.
Yeah, Dan from Salvation Army, who we had a little bit earlier on the show. Ooh, liking these ones, huh? Thanks, Aaron. Good stuff.